Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hope all is well. Okay, y'all. So we about to have story time. I'm glad I got my ass up because, baby, I was laying there and my back, my neck started hurting. Like, what the fuck? So, hey, y'all, story time. Okay, y'all, just woke up. I haven't even got a chance to even wash my face, but I like to do my little story time because, hold on. I like to do my story time. Hold on, y'all. Let me open up this thing. What night, girl? It's cold. I say girl. Okay, collectives. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna wash my face, but while I wash my face, I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna have story time. Okay. I don't even see my socks, but my socks said low. Okay. So y'all, I'm literally like laying here, and I ain't gonna lie. I've been having this situation going on for a minute, and I haven't really said anything. If uh, I haven't went into details about it. Okay, but I'm in this situation where I'm being called to alchemize and to reveal something for what it is. Okay. So, boom. Uh, I've been like saying how they be coming in like trying to harvest my sexual energy or whatever. And hold on, I want to wash my face while I'm telling the story. And they like trying to harvest my sexual energy or whatever. So I'm like literally like laying here, y'all. Oh God, I'm laying here. So while I'm laying here, I like get this strong feeling like something like a strong energy comes in, like they come in here. And how would I say this? Like, hold on, I'm gonna wash my face. Okay, y'all, here I come. So, uh, I get this strong urge, like to, uh, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all over here where y'all can see me. Oh, we had this story time. Okay, so, I'm sitting here, and this is not like the first time that I've got this feeling. It's not the first time at all. Okay. Oh, excuse me. It has happened to me multiple times. It's just the fact that, how would I say this? I didn't speak on it. I didn't say nothing. I felt like that's to say I had control over the situation. So when I feel this strong energy coming in my home, it's a prison. Like you could tell, you could sense that it's a person. But while the spirit coming in, I can feel like my person, like every time my person tap my energy, like it's try to speak out and say it's them. But this time that I felt that this thing touched me and I can feel it. And it felt like it came from next door, from right here. There's a lady that lives here. Um, or it could have, I don't know, it could have been the guy that lives back over here in apartment 111. Who knows? But it was here. And I was was laying down on my phone. It wasn't even 30 minutes. And I could say about even give and take maybe 10 minutes afterwards. And so I'm sitting here, when I'm laying here and I'm on my phone and I have my back facing this way and I'm turned to my side. So, and I was leaning on the pillow. So this side of my neck was like turned this way, but I'm turned the other way. So I have a crook. I was catching a crook. So I was like, oh, let me go ahead and get up, make this video. So I felt a strong presence come in, like I stated, and it touched my behind. Like it was like, felt like it was two hands touched my butt. And I said, get the fucking hands off me. Don't fucking touch me. I said it out loud. And after I said that, it was like, as I say, now you need to speak about this shit because this shit needs to change. You need to stop. I'm being violated sexually. And they kept saying something about that. Tiffany and Tuna had made a reading talking about they were doing love spells to try to harvest my sexual energy because my sexual energy is abundant, and they trying to give my sexual energy to a covenant. Okay, remind you guys, I've been saying like I'm not sexually intimate. I don't care to have sex, but they was trying to bring this Floyd guy back into me to be sexual with this person. I'm not just laying with no demon. I'm not laying with no demon that I know that's stealing from me, spiritually stealing from me. And these people have exposed that. They have exposed it. I was out in the store one day with my friend, a Mexican guy, and it was another Mexican guy that was there, and I was looking at him. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? But he's purchasing eggs, okay? But it was like a strong energy for me to like look. And I'm staring at him, and I turn my head, and I say something's like, I just started saying like something ain't right. It's like something I'm supposed to know. And it kept bothering me. Now at this time, y'all, this flawed man I wasn't dealing with him. He wasn't on my mind. Like it was like this person wasn't in my energy, but it's like, you know, if I thought about that person just the energy just pop up. But it was like just a regular day. And y'all, I came home that night and I was looking through my phone, I was on social media, and I started going by these Yanni eggs. Talk about the Yanni egg. And I'm like, well, what is the Yanni egg? This and that. Like, that is unusual. Da da da. So, y'all, I purchased a Yanni egg. And when I purchased the Yanni egg, Clear Quartz came with that Yanni egg. And Sage came with the Yanni egg. And like a little instructions. But I had got like Yanni Detox. So like a Yanni Detox is like a little round shape, like a little small little round little thing, and you stick it in your vagina to like pull all the toxins from the person you like. A Yanni Detox to get rid of the connection or whatever built up bacteria from that person, so they won't latch on to the energy. So y'all, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I bought it. I wasn't out of happy, but in the process of this situation that's transpiring, y'all, I had been having a Yanni egg, and I used to take the Yanni egg, and I used to sit it in my living room, like in the window, or you know, on the side on some like gold foil paper. And that was the little thing that the Yanni egg, when the Yanni Detox came in, I'll sit it on that. Sometimes I'll run the water on it, like to charge it or whatever. I put it out in the sun or whatever. But I got like, it's called rose gold or some rose something. And it's like to heal the sexual energy. Now, y'all, when I first worked with this Yanni egg, y'all, I had called my person. And you know what? It was like a urge. Like it was like I was being forced to call him and say this to this person. And I'm going to tell you what I said. I said, well, I'm going on my healing journey. And it was like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go heal. I'm going to chill. Like, you know, I'm not going to be intimate or whatever. But I was being intimate with somebody else and not him. And I knew what he basically letting him know, like, I know what you've been doing. And my healing, I ain't telling you what I'm healing with, but you know I'm going to heal. And it's something going on that now you know that I know you've been still spiritually. So it went from that, y'all, to me end up, how would I say this? I end up using a Yanni egg, doing that process or whatever, and I telepathically heard, it ain't gonna be easy. Now, this is how I started to realize I was dealing with a wedlock. When I started listening to YouTube, YouTubers, y'all, my face feel tight. I just washed my face. And I started listening to some YouTubers, and they were saying how when the universe gets tired of a wedlock, breaking certain laws or pushing in false narratives or, just, forcing a narrative or just breaking laws and just doing basically what they want. And they seen, high priestesses in. And they're like, at the time, you're not going to know that you're a high priestess. I'm like, oh, okay. So it went from that to me basically hearing a woman talk and speak out what she was saying to me in the video. It comes to find out I've been dealing with a wedlock because it started to make sense. And what pulled me to understand that this was a wedlock is because this man was a wedlock. For one, he never told me about his life. Never told me anything about himself. Confirmation. Never told me like, I got my own place. Never told me like, I got somebody else on the side, or I'm in a relationship. Never told me like, like how he grew up, or, like how his parents is. Like he never told me like real personal shit and or whatnot or have you. Like when I would ask him certain things, it was like, that's my business. You worrying about the wrong thing. Like shit like that. And so I'm like, okay. And another thing that I noticed that I didn't have his cell phone number. I just thought it was odd to not have his phone number. And I would ask him often, like, why I don't got your number? Like, that's crazy. I've been knowing you for this amount of years and I don't have your number. Like, what is this? And then one day I was talking to the man, he said, it's the way that he chooses to live his life. Y'all, I didn't know nothing about secret side of coveting, secret side of cults. I didn't know nothing about like sex trafficking, drug trafficking. I didn't know nothing. I didn't, y'all. I didn't know nothing. I really didn't know nothing. I was blindsided to everything. Everything. I wasn't awakened. And this man awoke in me in a connection. But he woke in me and had a plan. The plan was to take me out. Yeah. Yeah, he was supposed to take me out. So I hear them, I'm listening, that bitch said, kill yourself. So she just said, so that's why I'm pausing. I'm looking down at this, I got a money ball. I'm a psychic medium. So I have a money ball right here and I'm looking at it. And it's got all kind of herbs and it's got rice, cinnamon, bay leaves, black cloves, cinnamon sticks, pink salt, whatnot or have you in that water, in that container. And I'm gonna tell you the first thing that came to my mind when I heard that. It's all about the money. It's money. It's money involved in what I'm about to say and why these people did what they did. So in this situation, that this situation transpired, how would I say this? Like, after all of this stuff, it reminded me like I was the one supposed to take this person down or break this person's ego. And it's not take him down. She said break his ego. I'm supposed to break his ego. Meaning like this connection is really real. And I touched bases on the connection when I had a situation exposed about this person and I never really said, and I believe I mentioned it one time in my reading. In a message when I got like when I was upset with this person. Um, One day I was at a family member's house and y'all, I was being told like I was talking to him and I was like, "Is this really you?" Like I don't know. It was just like I just didn't know. So he said something to me for me to know like it was him, and it was like he was being secretive. It was secretive. It was, and y'all, he was like, "Get dressed." He was like, "I'm gonna be there at 7 o'clock. No, at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna be there at 8 o'clock." And I'm like, "How I know?" Like he was like, "Just get dressed." So, I get dressed. I didn't call. I didn't text. I didn't say nothing. I just got dressed. I trusted it. I trusted that person. I ain't gonna even lie. I trusted him. And so I got dressed. So when I got dressed, I had took a bath, and but now I got myself together or whatever. And he was like, "Now lay down, lay down." And I'm like lay down, like what the hell? I gotta lay down. So in the room, she didn't have no fun. Lady didn't have no furniture in the room or whatever. And I always laid on the floor, but it was just like it hit me different when he told me to lay on the floor. Like it was a strong word, like just lay down. So I lay down, and I think she did have a TV in that bed in that room. So I cut TV on watching TV. So like I'm listening for him, but like I'm damn near like dozing off somewhat or whatever. And it went from that to me basically. How would I say this? Like he said, okay. He said, "Come outside." Go out. He said, "Go outside, get your purse and come outside." First, no, he told me, "Leave your purse," or something like that. I was like, "I'm not leaving my purse," or whatever. And I had a little, if anybody know y'all, I had a little brown purse, a little brown bag purse, or whatever. I had bought this purse. I needed a purse. And I brought the wallet. I still have the wallet. And I'll tell y'all guys what happened to the purse later. But it was a nice little name brand purse, and I actually had the shoes to go with it, and I didn't get the shoes because the shoes looked like they had been wooled or they'd been sun back, but they were still in good condition. And I got this purse from Marshalls or whatever, and I had bought a skirt, like a white skirt or whatever. And all my stuff, I had left it at my sister's house because I had moved out this apartment. So they never gave me none of my stuff back. I never got nothing back. Okay? And I'm seeing little portals open right here in front of me, like little portals opening up. Okay? And I seen one here, like it's a lot of things I'm being reminded of. Like they're letting me know, like they're here protecting me from what's transpiring or what this person really truly attention could have or wanted to be. So y'all, I get in the car with him, and I remember like looking at him and I said, "Give me a kiss," but it was like a forceful word. And he looked at me and he kissed me, and I'm like in the car, and then in the back of his mind, he looking at me like, "Damn bitch, you want me to kiss you?" That's how I took it. Like, "Damn bitch, you want me to kiss you?" You know, so he looked at me. He looked at me for a minute. And it was like he looked at me like, "Damn, you want me to kiss you?" And I was like, "Give me a kiss." And he kissed me. This is something that we never do, okay? This man don't kiss me. He don't be romantic to me or nothing. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay. And we just leaving. And I believe it was like nighttime, but before they say you skipping some parts. Okay, so through the situation, y'all, I had went outside. When I went outside, I was just sitting there, like waiting on him. Like, man, like, is he really like he's coming? Like he gonna come or whatever? Like he not doing that. Like he not on that type of time or whatever. And so while I'm sitting there, like my niece come outside. No, she ended up pulling up or something, and she like, where you going, Nanny? And I'm like, I ain't going nowhere. Like, no, I said, I'm not going nowhere yet or whatever. I was like, I'm waiting on somebody. And she was like, who you waiting on? I was like, my friend or whatever. And she was like, who? I was like, nobody important, just not really saying because I'm knowing like you want to be on the cool, like he's not trying to let nobody know like that he come and fuck with me or whatever. So what ended up happening is um, he pulled up, and when he pulled up, he pulled in like from underneath the carports, like they had little carports or something like that. And so like it's so far of the units, like where we were at, it was the same side of the units where we were at, but it was like it was away from underneath the core shed. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't in front of her unit. It was like maybe in a part of the units because that's parking stalls where people actually park their cars at. So he parked like right on the side, and I'm like, okay. So I was like, damn, that's him. Like, that's him. So he came, like, you know what I'm saying? So I go get in the car, and I don't know. It was just, it was different. It's something just it hit me different about this person, about the connection, and I don't even really think like we really had. How would I say this? Like it really was like it's just a connection to me. Like it wasn't nothing like really there for something to transpire. But I remember one night I left with him, and I don't know if it was that night or another night. It was because it was a couple of nights like I spent time with him. I was hanging with him before I moved here because this is where this is going at. It's coming to me moving here. How I got here, because people probably this person's in my energy, or whatever, whatnot. The third party in my energy, and they were telling me not too much, and I'm not giving them that leeway. I'm just gonna explain it for what it is. So I believe I said this once before in one of my readings about when I moved here. When I was in the car with him and we was looking for like a spot to do our thing at or whatever. I remember us driving around here, but I wasn't like focused on where we were at. It was just like more like him looking for a spot, and he was just kept looking like, like moving his neck, moving his head, like as for me to like look, like I need you to see something, but just look, don't say nothing. And I looked, and I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna say this, I'm not comfortable with the way this person takes to handle things with me. It makes me so uncomfortable to the point where I don't feel like a woman. I don't feel like I'm heard. So And this makes me so uncomfortable. It feels like I'm being silent. You ever felt like they and she's trying to mimic me too? Just this woman evil. So anyway, uh, it's like me being like in a like a genie in a bottle, and it's like you're there, but you surrounded like the eight. You ever heard like they trying to give me ideas, and that's one thing. Like move, move out of my energy. So it's like me being in the presence of somebody, and it's like let me silence you, but the way I silence you, I'm gonna guide you on how to communicate while I silence you. So you really, it's like I say, like you're really not being silenced, but the way that I do something, or the way that I've been taught, or the way that I have power or understanding, this is the way that I choose to do something that you need to catch on to and be aware of. Like the communication with the music, like when I get in the car with him, it's like some type of message. It was like a organized, like it was a crime that was being organized to come up against me, not to only to silence me, but to control me and to let me feel as though what this person wanted me to feel. And while we riding, y'all, we rolled right here in front of the apartments. Like not in front of the apartments, but there's a shopping center where I live at, and we drove right in this park. I mean, not in the parking lot, but in the front of the street. And y'all, it didn't even dawn on me that it said Twin City. So, and I know y'all probably like, damn, she done dropped the whole load on nigga. But it's just like my mind wasn't there. I was already in a situation where I was looking at where I want to live at, you know, about my family, about me having help, about me like, how would I say this? Like getting my shit together, my kids, you know, all these things, and I'm just looking like in the back of my mind is on sex. Like I'm not thinking about, you know, what you're trying to tell me, but I'm like, okay, I see. Like I'ma hold that. That's my mind. I didn't acknowledge anything, I didn't say anything, but I'm like, okay, I see it, I will hold that. And after so long, like I think we ended up driving around like 2 or 3 more times or something like that. I don't know, but I remember he was saying, "Well, damn, you ain't no help," or something like that. And we got to like a car wash, and I'm like, "We about to do it right here," and we didn't. So it was like how would I say this? Like we ended up going like at a Family Dollar or whatever, and it was just like, I don't know, it just, I just felt kind of awkward. I felt out of place, and we do our thing or whatever, and we come back or whatever. But it was another situation where I don't know if it was like he was being sneaky and this man had a relationship or something like that. But I remember he called me and he was like, you know, telling me, no, we ended up hooking up or whatever. And he came like around a nighttime. And I was out there where he lived at. So it, like, he still kind of handled me like, it wasn't like, how would I say this? Like it was nothing. Like he didn't know what was going on in the connection. Like, you know, he was lost, but he's still doing his part. He could still, you know, or whatever. And in the back of my mind, I'm just like, why is this nigga like keeping shit from me? Why is this situation gotta be so sneaky? Like, what the fuck is really happening? What the fuck is really going on? You know, and I end up calling, like I would get paid like once a month or whatever, and I'll pay my rent where I'm at, I'll buy my little food where I'm at, and I'm like, hey, you wanna hang out, you wanna get some drinks, da-da-da. You know, just really trying to like, you know, keep him in mind, like be around him for some reason. For some reason, I felt like when this person was around, I felt safe. Like nobody gang stalked me when I was with him, nobody trolled me, nobody attacked me when I was with this person. Like I really genuinely felt safe around this person. And one day, we go to, where did we go? We were in the car. I'm going to just say we were in the car. And I don't know where we're going. We're going to one of his people's house or something like that. And we were in a car, and I remember like we were like he was driving, and he was like, Erica, like, I don't understand if you think like we're in a relationship or I want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. Like, I don't want no relationship with you. And I'm like, I'm not, he was like basically like, I'm not your man, and this, that, and the third. And he grabbed me by my face. And he was talking to me and telling me that shit. Like, he snatched my face, and I remember a car like pulling in like towards turning the corner, and their lights were real bright. So I just felt like, yeah, you playing me in my face. But that was basically like letting people see like he handling me. He handled the situation. And when he grabbed me, he grabbed my cheeks. And it went from that to, how would I say this? Me end up, how would I say this? We riding, and he was like, but when you get this deed, you gonna be alright. Like, you can't say you ain't good. Like, it was like pimp mode type shit. All of a sudden, like, and say he was pimping me or whatever, and I can't really say pimping me, but just like you know, I'm gonna satisfy you, and it's gonna be that, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just weird, like how he was handling me. So how would I say this? So it went from that to basically like, how would I say this? I don't know if somebody was planning to try to hurt me or what. I don't know. But it was like, as I said, like he was hiding what he was trying to reveal, but it's like he was handling it at the same time. And how would I say this? After he did all of that and talking his noise to me or speaking crazy to me or whatever, I end up just like matching his energy at that point, you know, because I don't feel like nothing that we was discussing or what was transpiring or what was happening, like, I didn't see where it was, how would I say this? I don't see where it was like that deep for him to do all the extra. You know what I mean? So it went from that to me experience this moment where, how would I say this? I get back to the house, to my niece's house or whatever, and I just gone by my way. And then something ended up happening to my phone where I threw the phone underneath the sewage. Like, I just got mad and just kind of just started going off because it was just like doing the process of me talking to this person like I was being trolled. And it was like people were coming by watching me, and it was like certain people that was around me that was pointing it out. And I'm like, they was like, man, like, that don't make no sense. Like, ain't shit that damn serious for you to be doing somebody or trying to expect somebody like that. Like, you all in somebody's shit, all in somebody's business. That's what I felt like. And how would I say this? So it went from that to me taking care of my business, and I just got the car. Like, I'm like, at this point, like, fuck this shit. You know, so I got my niece's car. I just took off walking because it's not them. It's the people that's around the situation that's trying to attack me. But at the same time, it's like people trying to help and support me, and it's like you trying to control and watch every help that come through. As to say, like, somebody was really after me or trying to hurt me, and nobody wasn't trying to hurt me. It was the fact that you was trying to control a situation that you had blood on your hands. And that's the part that ain't nobody gonna talk about. That's the part that ain't nobody gonna say. But you will want to put out all narrative about somebody's situation. And it's like, to me too, it's like, let me tell my part on top of you just keep waking up and explaining some shit, or you awakening to what's transpiring and what's going on in this connection. It's like you want me to stay in a repeated situation with you, but it's like you forcing something that I don't give a fuck about anymore because I'm surpassed it. But it's like, you telling your story, so go ahead and let the truth be prevailed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, as I say, you can't ignore, I'm gonna force you, but you can't force me to deal with you. And it's like, okay, so if I can't force you to screw me, then I'm gonna force you to speak on me. but you gonna reveal the truth while you speak on me. You see what I'm saying? And all it's doing is really turning me away, and it's waking me up to who this person really is. And it's not like now I don't know, but it's just the fact that I feel like this third party wants to bring in a false narrative about the connection, or bring in how this person set me up and moved me here. That's really what this person wants. But excuse me, y'all. And it's like they want me to reveal what this person did, and how this situation happened with me moving here. Just like I said, we were both terrified. We were both telepathically communicating with each other. Okay, and it went from me and this person telepathically communicating to all of this other extra shit. And how would I say this? When I moved from my niece's house, I end up moving to one of my family members' house. And when I moved to one of my family members' house, how would I say this? I was being set up, because I knew everything that I needed to take care of was out in my hometown and not out there. And I wasn't gonna be paying nobody this type of money, that type of money, to be like, how would I say this? To like move. To come back and forth, so I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So it went from that to me end up, how would I say this? I end up going to my grandparents' house or whatever, and it was a lot of shit that transpired. And this person said, before I even moved out here this way, that man set me up with my family. I went to jail. They did a ritual on me, and I go to jail. I got information about them saying that my kids was, my rights were terminated. And I'm asking these people about about why they're not helping me, why they're not supporting me. After they end up telling me, basically me going off and telling them why they're not helping me or whatever, they just like basically just have an excuse to call the police or whatever. But that was their way of escape. That was how they were setting me up. It was already set up and plot for the authority to know what was going on. And basically, I had already went to the police station and told them that they were trying to sacrifice me and my kids. So by me putting that report in and speaking out what was going on, I didn't know that I was being accused of a crime. And that's what they were trying to keep on the low for me not to know, because they know I'm a psychic medium. So somebody in my family or in your collective family that I'm telling some type of truth about, or speaking on my story, and it's familiar to what you transpired and what happened to you. Because know this, when you a spiritual starseed or a spiritual light worker, you become spiritual awakening, you begin to be targeted in your family and be accused for false narratives. And somebody was falsely accusing me. Okay, and I've been placed in the clear or something, but more to the situation, to the story, is that why you attacking me again? Why you got me up at almost 9 o'clock in the morning telling this shit again? Oh, they said because we want to hear your part. Well, that was what happened. Then one night, I went out. Let me back up. This is why I was still in Port. Before I moved out of my niece's house, I lived in an apartment. I didn't live in an apartment. I lived in an apartment with her. And me and him ended up going out again. And we were supposed to get drinks or whatever. And it was something about my niece wanting some money from me or something. And I said, well, you got to ask such and such, that's his money. So I was like, he was like, oh, you give me $10, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, are you sure? He was like, yeah. So I gave him $10 out of his money or whatever. And it went from that to us going to get drinks. And we go and get drinks. And we're at the gas station. And there was like a guy, he was like in a jailhouse suit, like he worked at the jailhouse. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So in my mind, he Florida telling me like, come on, come in the store, like, come, let's go in the store. I'm like, all right, going in there. I just didn't feel right. Like I felt like I was being set up to be harmed. Like I just felt danger. All of a sudden, it's like danger just came over my heart, my spirit. And I'm looking at this guy, and I didn't say nothing. I didn't even look. I didn't even go in the store. Like I let Flo go in the store or whatever. And we just like drove around a little bit or whatever, and it went from that to me actually like being intimate with this guy, with Floyd or whatever. And how would I say this? After that, he ended up dropping me off. Like we just have like hot sex, like that's what I call it, hot sex or whatever. And it end up going from that to me start having like these visions. I believe what ended up triggering me. I had I don't know if something was in this drink that I had drunk at my niece's house, but she gave me a drink, no, icicle, and I ate this icicle as cool cup. She gave me a cool cup, and she was like, "Well, then you can have this cool cup or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, okay, shit." So I go eat the cool cup or whatever. So when I go get the cool cup and I eat it, like all of a sudden, like I started like having these visions. I don't know if something. I feel like as though something was in a cool cup, but I just started like having uh like spiritual awareness or spiritual like psychic medium, like my third eye started opening, and I started getting awareness of like having visions of like seeing a woman, and this woman was like taking off her underwears in front of me, and I'm like, is this nigga cheating on me? Like, but we're not together, we're not in a relationship, like it's nothing between these men but sexual. So I kept saying a spiritual sex, being a spiritual spouse. That's what I took this person as. That's what I was thinking that it was. And this is a twin flame connection, but this man not committing to nothing. This man not saying, well, I know what this is between us, and I know what this is, and da da da. And how would I say this? So it went from that, y'all, to me actually having this moment where like I was noticing this person not committing to anything or whatnot or have you. So I've seen this woman, and I called this guy, and I'm basically like, why am I keep seeing this woman? Like I'm asking, like I need to talk to him. I remember that. I said I need to talk to you. But why I'm whining around and taking care of business, like I see like they smear campaigning me. And I had a vision. I'm like seeing this person. I had put up this person's picture on my phone, and I seen them like smear campaigning me while I'm in the car with one of my niece's siblings, and we in the car, and I'm looking at my phone, and I'm like, why? I feel like I'll be a smear campaign. So I looked at the picture, and I returned all the energy back to this person, and I could hear him telepathically saying, "Y'all stop." She's sitting in the back. She's sitting in the back to me. "Y'all stop." I could telepathically hear him saying that. And after that, it was just like kind of weird shit, just kind of just prevailing or going on. And I started calling him, like letting him know, like, "Hey, we need to talk," like whoop whoop whatever. And I started getting angry. I started getting frustrated and pissed off because all of a sudden, this now remind y'all, every time I deal with this person, it wouldn't be long. Okay, I want to address that. So, in this situation that I started dealing with this person. All of a sudden, he just like stopped answering my call. Like he wouldn't answer my Facebook call. Like I'm sending a message, he's not saying that. And I'm like, okay, all right. Like this is what we doing again. So I started doing shit to benefit myself, to help myself. I didn't have a job, so I got a Bigo page. Ended up sending him the shit on Bigo page. All the information, y'all. I didn't, baby, look, when you falling for somebody or you think somebody got your back, this type of weird ass shit you do. So I was being like guided to like hook up with other people and, fuck with them. And I was like, I don't have interest. My mom wasn't on nobody. It was basically like on my person and me trying to get my shit together, get my kids back or it's something in that situation. Yeah, I went through. Every time this person deal with me, I went through something more than what I was supposed to go through. I won't lie to y'all. I went through so much chaos with my father. Like, I had asked my dad to help me get a place, and he kept giving me the runarounds. And he was asking me if he get a place with me, am I gonna still deal with that guy? I'm like, what do you mean? What does my personal life have to do with you, getting a car, getting a place? Like, I went through so much dealing with this man with other people. Okay, and I feel like I'm scattered everywhere in this situation. So I'm seeing that I need to get grounded. Okay, I need to get grounded because I'm scattered. It's like giving scatterbrain energy. Okay, and I'm noticing it. Okay, because they're trying to block out certain information for me to reveal, and I'm noticing it. So how would I say this? I had end up getting. I'm gonna say this. Weird shit started happening. Like, he still kept weird campaigning me, and I kept saying, like, I was calling him, having a vision. That's why I stopped it. I having a vision about the lady taking up her underwears, and then I started seeing myself. Like, I started seeing them smear campaigning me, and I was spreading that energy back to that person. So when I started calling him, he wouldn't answer, and then I'm like, this, that, third. So one night I watched a movie with my niece. She was like, come up in here and watch a movie with me. So I go in the room, I go watch a movie with her. I'm watching the movie because it's about kids, it's about a woman. And this woman was like, I don't watch this movie my damn self on my own time. This woman, it was basically like, you gonna be free. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you gonna break free from this. You know what I mean? But she wasn't telling me. It was like, just let's let her watch this movie. Like, this is a good movie. But it was basically like showing me that she knew what was going on or whatever. And in this movie, it was a woman, her kids got took it from her, and her son was possessed with a demon, and the demon was after the child, and the child was like going through certain crazy activities, spiritual activities, being attacked, being tortured. The grandmother passed away, which is my mom. My mom actually passed away, and that girl, which I guess in the movie, it was her mom and the girl and her mom raising all her kids, and that was the kid's grandmother. The grandmother passed doing some type of spiritual attack in the home. And these spirits kept coming in and out the house, and she tried to fight the demon or whatever. The demon got hurt, and it was just all kind of stuff that happened. And it was basically a form of what was transpiring with me in my personal life, because my kids went into CPS. They supposed to say my kids were supposed to be obsessed with a demon. I don't know about all that, but it was like at the end of the movie, what got me was the child. When the mom cast out the demon and broke the demon down and cast the demon back to the hell where it's supposed to be, the mama ended up breaking free. But the whole time the mama fighting the demon and attacking me, beating the demon down, or fighting against this demon, like literally fighting this demon. And the kids was coming out like they were at a church, a Catholic church, and they were like having scratches on them, and they were breaking free from spirits. And the kid, all three of the kids, I think she had 2 girls, 2 boys, or 2 boys and 1 girl, or something like that. All the kids these spirits start breaking free off of them. Okay, and they were going through like satanic shit, like satanic break frees. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like they were being like, they were screaming. One child was screaming. The other child was like, scratches all on the child back, but you could see the demon like freeing them or whatever. And the other girl, I don't remember what was going on with the other girl, but it was all kind of things that was transpiring in that movie. And at the end, right before the end, the mom had to cast the demon out, and the children basically was set free because the mama cast out the demon. So after the mom cast out the demon went back to the hill. The caseworker started coming back around, and the woman also was cleaning out the house. She was moving out, and they were relocating. Okay, and I was like what? You know, and I left alone. And that night, I ain't gonna lie, I put some type of paper. That's why they keep attacking my feet. Remember I was telling y'all guys in one of my readings that they keep touching my feet or whatever, and they always touch my feet. Y'all had put a paper. I will always have a piece of paper in my sock. And I was like walking this person out of my life. I was doing a return to sender on this person because they were smear campaigning me, and this person was attacking me. I know they were, and I know he was, and I feel like he was taking things from me, taking opportunities, misleading me, misguiding me, and I was right. And I did a return to sender. Now the other day, I was sitting down and I was on live, and I was talking to you guys. There was a video I made yesterday telling y'all how this person was ciphering my energy, this, then the third. And y'all, I'm looking at my Bible right now, and they was trying to remind me. I had a vision of me doing a return to sender, and I was doing it in a circle. Okay, I was returning that energy back to that person, but I supposed to did it, she said, like counterclockwise, but I did it both where they wouldn't escape what they sent to me. Okay, and they were showing me that. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't give a fuck, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, you supposed to terrorize me for not doing a return to sender, for you doing spell work on me. Like, that don't work like that. So, it went from, then they try to, like, put fear in me not to do a return to sender. So, y'all, I'm going to tell you what I ended up doing. At her house that night, my niece's house, I watched the movie, I had the paper in my foot. I don't know if the girls must have felt the paper in my sock or what, but I woke up and I seen the sock was still there. So when I woke up, like, Floyd had called my phone, and he was like, oh, I'm on my way over there. I'm about to come over there. But like he was telling me, like, he needed to talk. No, I tell him I need to talk to him or whatever, and or whatnot. So I ended up getting up, going in the room, you know, putting clothes on, trying to get ready to talk to him or go talk to him or whatever. And it was just so much shit transpiring, you know, in that time. And how would I say this? So I walked down the way to go talk to him, and they had a sock in the parking stall where he parked it. Now I'm smiling in the inside and whatnot, and I'm not knowing, like, how would I say this? I'm not knowing, like, this person know that I was doing this, but that just let me know that you've been watching me. You've been spiritually watching me. And what I was doing. We're doing a return to sender to him. And he was making it seem like he was helping me. But you put somebody in my energy. And that's when I start flipping out. Like, I ain't gonna say flipping out, but I started doing return to sender because I started seeing vision of this third party. And I didn't know who it was. I didn't know what it was, but I felt like, no, you playing me. So that's when that person got in my energy when I was at my niece's house. I felt like he transmuted the energy to her, to put her in my energy or my space. Something in that nature happened. Okay. I don't know if it was the drink that I drank to put her in my energy, but I honestly feel like he was giving her my sexual energy. He was giving her something in return. I don't know. I don't do witchcraft. I'm not going to sit here and figure this shit out because my mind is made up. I'm moving on. And so it went from that to me having that moment, and I'm meeting him and I'm telling him, he's like, so what is you trying to tell me? Like, what is so important that you got to say? So I'm like, why am I seeing this person, like, taking their panties off in front of me, like, spiritually? Like, why am I seeing that? And I remember looking up and I'm saying this and I'm frustrated and I'm pissed off, and I see a big camera, like, sitting right there in my motherfucking face. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, like, you're setting me up, okay. So who is the person? You know, so it was like, you don't know if it could be helping you. That person could be helping you. So I'm like in the back of my mind, I'm like what? Like you're not making sense, and it wasn't making sense to me because it was like you was forcing me in this to be involved in something that I don't even know what the fuck is really actually going on, and I'm trying to get my life together. But it's like you space out when you want to space out. It's like linger me along in a situation that it's like just being blindsided about putting all your trust and understanding in a person when I feel like I'm being misleaded or misguided, and then to try to play like, you know, I'm gonna say this for instance. I had a phone call with my father, and I'm like, hey, you know, Dad, you know, we're gonna get this place or whatever. You know, I'm the found the application. I got the application. Like, is you come and sign the documents? Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? And this man was just giving me the runarounds. Like, I literally walked away from my fucking car. I didn't even pay my fucking car note and tried to get what do you call that? Rides to go get applications for a place. So I just screwed over all my fucking money thinking that this man gon', you know what I'm saying, help me with a lease. This man didn't do none of that shit. And I ended up telepathically talking to my person. And he was like, you want to live with him or you want to live on your own? And me personally, I was like, shit, I don't want to live with him. I know what he did to me. I don't want to live with him. And I basically like kind of like showed him like, you know, he raped me. You raped me. So no. And I wouldn't feel comfortable without, like, it was like, I help you with this place and we get the place and I move in with you and you get your place or whatever. But I don't want that guy coming around. You know, it's like he was trying to run all narratives of my life. And one thing about me, I'm paying my own bills. I'm taking care of my own business. Ain't nobody gonna run me. I don't play them games. I don't know what type of planet somebody done fell off of, or you know what create out the idea that they thought they're going to do with me and be satisfied in whatever transpired or transmuted. I wasn't going for it. You ain't, no, we ain't doing that. You ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So it went from me telling my person what I told them about me not living with this person, and then my people start asking about a poly relationship. I was like, a poly? What is that? You know what I mean? Like, y'all, I didn't. It's a lot of shit that your girl didn't know about. And then back, I'm like, what the fuck is poly relationship? And it was like, he was like trying to get me to make a decision, like as to say, well, the bitch can come live with me, but you know, I got this girl over here, but this girl don't mind. And then I'm like, I'm not living in the house with no. Like, no. I'm a whole mother out here. Like, I don't know, this person was just, it was like I was being pushed or being played in areas where it wasn't cool in. Like, as to say, my life was a game to these people. It was like whatever benefited them or whatever decision I made, it depended on my lifestyle or my purpose that I lived. If I was to go certain routes with these people, and it was like their decision that they were making for me to meet a balance in, and not what I wanted for myself. So it went from that, from the poly situation, from me basically like, man, I don't do that, man. I'm not even that type of breed of woman. Like, the way I live my life is, I ain't gonna say it's private. I ain't gonna say I'm a private person because, you know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like, I don't live like that, bro. I'm not that type of chick. I ain't never been no type of shit like that before. So in the back of my mind, I don't even like girls. I don't even have girlfriends. Okay? So, and only friend I ever really just had was one. I had one bestie. So I ain't grown with females like that. And it went from that for me to end up being in a situation where like like I said, I moved out. I went back to my grandparents' house, and I got set up from there with the Florida guy, with my grandparents. And I know y'all probably like, well, how that happened? It always in the form of a dream. First, it was telepathically with him. That situation went on, and then it was like, oh, well, this person's in their energy, and that just lets me know that it was a setup, because he knew that person was in my energy. He said it was benefiting me, but you got my kids. Y'all found out about my kids getting taken, so you helped my family, and you couldn't cross the dream. I'm gonna tell you how the dream was that I knew that this person was working with my family. The dream was me at my grandparents' house. And I remember sitting on the porch, but they was in the middle of the street. They couldn't cross the street. They couldn't come across to my turf because they was out of their jurisdiction, meaning that they didn't have a reason. They were breaking laws, spiritual laws. And they prevailed that, and it was a dirty, crooked cop standing on the side of them. And Floyd was standing behind the girl, but they didn't prevail the girl to me. They showed me Floyd's face standing behind the girl. They didn't show me the cop. They just showed me an image of the cop, meaning like the uniform, no face. But they showed me an image of the woman, but no face. But they showed me Floyd. And they showed me that they were standing in the middle lane. They were standing in the middle of the situation, basically, because they showing me the middle lane. And if you think about it, my grandparents stayed on the main street, and the main street is a middle lane, and it's yellow lines. Okay, and they were telling me that they crossed the line. That's why they showed me. You remember, guys, I said they crossed out the 2 stars in the sky? They did, because they crossed the line. They crossed the jurisdiction. They didn't have no reason to do what they were doing, to attack me, to harm me, to bring chaos or confusion towards me. They had no reason, and that's why they showed me those 2 stars being crossed out. And now it's all making sense. So it went from that, y'all, to like I stated, I told my auntie, like, why y'all not helping me? And the only thing that they can talk about was my past. Like, I'm 38 years old. All you can say is about, oh, well, I know how you used to be, this, that, and the third. Like, in the back of my mind, I said, you know what? I could admit my wrong. But where the fuck y'all come in and meeting y'all shit? That's all they ever brought up was my past. You did this, you did that. It ain't like I never came to you and apologized for what the fuck I did. You know what I mean? And it was my auntie, and it was a certain auntie, my aunt Jennifer. Like, I can tell if I never helped around that house. I did a lot that a whole lot of people didn't do. That's express that type of shit. And then it goes from me helping in the household to y'all basically like just, having other siblings come to the house, tear the house up, and I have to clean it up. Y'all have my other sisters in a room locked away from the world. But y'all teaching them witchcraft. Y'all teaching them how to cast spells and shit like that. Y'all not gonna talk about that. But you can talk about my past like I ain't shit. But I carry my own weight. And when I needed help, your money didn't help me. My mama money helped me. I borrowed money from my mama. I would never borrow money from my aunties. Now, why would I? There's no reason to borrow anything when I have a whole mother there. My auntie was receiving my mother's checks. She was in control of my mama's money. So I would have to ask my mom to borrow money. And sometimes my mom wouldn't be there, and I have to ask my auntie to borrow my mama's money. And she would be like, well, you got to wait till your mom come. That's cool. But it will always be about, oh, well, why you ain't paying your bills on time? You need to do this and that. Look, hey, okay, I can take the lecture. That's fine. That's cool. I can take the bashing. That's whatever. But don't bring somebody past up like somebody didn't try to apologize to you to make it right. And for you to try to come and do spell work on them to make something balanced for you when you were wrong in the beginning, not admitting to anything, how y'all had them, jumping on me as a kid and fighting me. Y'all was trying to kill me out as a child. So the shit that y'all prevailing, it ain't even making sense. Cause the whole setup was for y'all to kill me as a kid. And she was the one in the middle of the situation. She was the one stopping, they was plotting that. And they reminded me that they were plotting that. They were outside in the front yard at my grandparents' house, and my auntie jumped on my cousin because something about she was gonna drop out of school and have a baby and do this and that, and my auntie got mad and she started fighting on her in the yard, and I'm standing back there looking at everything, and the whole situation of the matter was they were plotting against me to take me out, and I was listening. And that's when they were saying something about the school, and my auntie started helping me with my homework, trying to see about my educational purposes or reason to see where I was at, see what my mental was, see what my learning was. And ever since then, I started being attacked by her daughter. Like what they meant for evil is turning on them now. Every attack or every delusion or everything that y'all want me to speak about this person, the truth comes out. It's awakening me to the plot and the plan that was planned against me since a child. So now that shit been revealed, let's go back towards when I stated how they were at my grandparents' house and it was across the street, in the middle of the street, letting me know what was transpiring. And my auntie did the witchcraft on me. No, I had that dream. I ended up calling Floyd like maybe a week or two later or whatever. Like my aunties don't come by like they really concerned. Like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm like, well, look, I need to get my car. I need to do this. I need to do that. Y'all, I basically was just, on my own. I basically was. They were like, oh, well, you don't need to get that car. You need to worry about taking care of your business where you can get off this probation, this, that, and the third. Because remind y'all guys, I was on probation for 2 fucking years for a Class C misdemeanor. Wasn't never supposed to be on that shit. So it went from that to me going to getting services. Y'all, they would never give me bus fare to catch the bus down there. They didn't help me. But you can tell a person what to do. No help. And it was like I say, well, we don't want you, but you're here. Like, just fucked up shit all the way around the board. So I ended up, I think it was like the weekend, I ended up getting a check. I got paid. I made me some groceries at my grandparents' house. And I was going to barbecue. I wanted some barbecue chicken or whatever. And I offered Floyd to come by. And my cousin, he had invited his friends. And, I'm just thinking like we can all just, hang out or have a good time. Or you can just sit in the car and talk to me. Like, it didn't even matter to me. But it wasn't dawning on me that I was being set up. It wasn't. It was like every time this person tapped my energy, he blocked out everything that he ever did. Or that I know that he did. He blocked it out. And it reminds me how my cousin Kamitra came to my grandparents' house and attacked me. Now it's making sense. He was the one that was working with her. And I didn't understand it, because how the fuck I was there? How you knew to come attack me? Then you put the chair right at the door. Like you and your daughter faced the chair at the front door. So when I'm gonna say this, they astral projected in the house. I'm in the back room or whatever, my grandparents' room, and I'm sitting there watching TV, and I didn't know that they were there or whatever, and so I could hear like I sensed them come in, and they just start like jumping on me, like fighting me. I'm sitting there like the shit not even touching me, it's not even fading me. So I said, let me, and then it was like come out, now come outside. So I go outside, they sitting right in front of the door, like with their chairs in front of the door, let me know, like, yeah, bitch, I did, and what? And they was just sitting there like ain't nothing fucking happened, like they didn't do shit. So I'm sitting out there for a minute. I don't do them. I don't do certain family members, especially them anyway. So I'm different from them. They drink, smoke, hang around. They do witchcraft. They do all that fuck shit over my motherfucking money that was left to me. Remember that. So it went from that, y'all, to me actually having a moment where I had a dream about this man. Remember I was telling y'all about me having a dream about him being in my family member's house and she walking behind him prevailing herself that he was stealing my blessings, trying to steal my blessings to give to her. He was helping her to give her shit that belongs to me. So she had the inheritance documents from my grandfather. They showed me that in a dream. So it went from that to this organized crime that's happening right now. Yeah. You brought me here to set me up, to sacrifice me, to kill me for my family. And this man told me out of his own mouth. He said, what did he tell me? He said, I ain't kill you. I let you live, didn't I? And when I called the police and was trying to pull up the video for the police, that man walked and smoothed the fuck out my house. And the third party said in my ear, they got it recorded already. That's not the point of that. More of the point is someone's giving evidence to an organized crime. As you as an officer, you're to protect and to serve and get every evidence that's on a case of organized crime with somebody, and you supposed to represent that information to somebody that was in leading charge to put in a fucking arrest. Because I wouldn't be having to wake up and deal with this shit right now if y'all would have did y'all motherfucking job. And that's fucking truth. So they just let me know how you give a fuck about a citizen. Let the fucking truth be told. Now y'all want me to get on social media and announce this to the whole world. Fuck that. Put y'all bitch asses on the news. How about that one? Put their asses on the news. A public humiliation. Because every time I looked up, I was going through it. Oh, false information. Lies. They even put false reports out on me. And why is it so big of not of a deal? And because you know what? I'm going to say this. I heard another reader say this. She said, I'm tired of the chosen ones, a lot of the chosen ones getting on social media and talking about these organized crimes. It's too many people going through the same shit. Too many. There needs to be a law. There needs to be a fucking law about this organized crime. It really do. Because it's ridiculous. Because the authorities are not even doing their job at this point. They're turning shit around on the ones that's innocent. And we sitting here with evidence. We're sitting here with proof. And you still ignore the narrative of the information that we're releasing. Because y'all crooked officials, y'all crooked authority figures. Y'all not here for us, y'all here for the criminals. And I'm going to be the ones to expose you and get you out the system, get y'all out the way. Because there will be justice for me and everything that's connected to me, my children, my money, my health, my stability, my favor, my justice, my blessings, my miracles. It will be justice in this situation. Because it's not fair. I shouldn't have to go out of my home and feel like I'm going to be gang stalked or be verbally or physically attacked by somebody and I'm minding my fucking business. And y'all not even standing up for what the fuck is right. That's some coward ass shit. I can tell if I was a man that had a dick in the balls and out here talking, I'm going to tackle this man and, I can understand if I was a man, but I'm a whole woman. That's a fucking big difference. And then to turn around and try to put in a false narrative and knowing that these people putting in false reports. And every time something go on in the community with me, with the authority, y'all, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. They say the same sad shit every fucking time. And then got the nerves to have their badges on to record. Like, what you recording for? What's the purpose at this point? What's the purpose? Now they letting me know they got a listening device in my home. The police not even coming in the house to even record anything because they information can be pulled up on the computer system for them to hack the shit. So they ain't coming in the house to even have a conversation. They standing outside. Like, I'm going to speak the fucking truth. The last video that the police came here, they were outside. The other video that I showed, they were outside. And every time they had the kids outside, and they looking towards the kids, like I say, oh, think about your kids. No, you think about your kids. If you was in a situation, would you just be constantly thinking about your kids while you under spiritual attack? Would you? What would you think about? Or would you express that shit? Oh, Kim was in bits now. But you'll put that on a person to bring out a false narrative. You're a helper to the crime. You're accessory to a fucking crime. And you putting the information out on me like it's me, like I'm the problem. I don't even come out my house. I don't even have an interest to come out. It's like, as I say, they're going to try to shut me in or shut me out from society. To keep this person open to me or keep this person attacking me. And that shit ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work like that. It's not, y'all. It's not. But this is what I've been exposed to. Dealing with this person. This person work with the authority figures. They do. And the authority figures that's coming out, they're a part of this organized crime. When I walk out my home and I go to the store, these people are out in the community watching me. You would think that they'd be helping me, but they literally troll me with them. And some of them I have caught on film. Some of these officers have literally cussed me out while I'm walking down the street in heat with a bag of groceries in my hand. Because people want to troll me walking down the street. And I tell them, fuck you. Like, as I say, they walking, like I'm walking on the opposite side of the street away from traffic. I mean, I'm walking on the other side of the street where there's a sidewalk. They done put so much shit on the sidewalk to the point where it's nothing but witchcraft. They got big ass boxes on them in the middle of the street. They got fucking lines rolled in the street. Like I'm crossing the line, I'm crossing the boundary. They got certain symbols out in the street, like spiritual shit, like to spiritual attack me. So I walk on the opposite side of the street. Now, while I'm walking on the opposite side of the street, there's no sidewalks. There's no, way you can walk but in the street, but it's a white line to, like, if you get off the road, that markers where you won't get off the road, where you won't go off the curb. While I'm walking, they're going towards the curb, like they don't see me walking. Then they got the nerves to honk the horn at me like I'm in the wrong and I'm in the right. I'm walking towards the incoming traffic, not from the incoming traffic, meaning that my back is not from the incoming traffic. I'm walking head up with the car. You can see me. I'm in plain sight. It's plain daylight. What's the reason? What's your excuse? You have none. It's organized crime. Community defamation of character. That's exactly what the fuck this is. This is a civil constellations of a spiritual law that's been broken in the whole community are involved. That's a lawsuit. That means if you're a part of an organized crime in the community defamation of character, and they're attacking you, that means everybody knows that you're out as a sacrifice. And they're attacking you. And they're coming up against your home, they're coming up against your job, they're coming against your money, coming up against your health. They're attacking your home, they're attacking your finance, they're attacking your mental state, they're attacking every aspect of your motherfucking life. And there's only one fucking person I keep repeating and talking about. Anybody got nothing to say? So it goes from that to me prevailing this shit for what it is. And now that is being revealed, this person put out false information about me. And when I confronted the person about the false information that they put out on me, this person didn't say anything. They didn't say nothing. I told this man, I said, I know you're putting out false reports on me. And say nothing. And at this point, if you think you're going to keep controlling me or keep putting out narratives for me to keep revealing you while I got to take care of my own household while you come in and this man has stole my socks, my drawers, you know, my clothes, you know, they try to put shit in my food. Like I got to cook certain amount of food where, how would I say this, where what I eat and not no more than that because this person, they come in here and put shit in my food. Put shit in my hair products. I don't even use hair products. I don't. I put crystal in my head to protect my crown. Cause you putting stuff in my hair products. It went so far as me buying hair products to go to the store. They go and they know what type of shit that they watch me so hard. They look at the stuff that I purchased and they go and put chemicals in it. Or they'll open the container. I have to literally go to hair stores that, you know how sometimes you can go to hair stores and if you're trying to steal or take something, some of these people, they put tape around their items in the store. They seal them. I have to go to places where they seal the items. Secure it. Have multiple options. And to try to keep me in control. Like a damn animal. And the ones that they overlooking is the criminals. The criminals right in their face. The thieves are right in their face. So at the end of the day, you're getting what's coming. There will be charges brought up from this crime. You will be arrested and charged for defamation of character. That's what it is. And for targeting an innocent person. And making false reports. Falsely accusing me. And then these for the people to say these people are investigators. This ain't shit about no fucking investigation. Investigation don't take you being smear campaign. Being spiritually violated. I've been raped too, by the way. In the rectum. Okay? Telepathically told me when after I woke up not go use the restroom. Fuck shit like that. People making big scenes around here doing numerous shit. But I'm the bad person. And every time y'all come around, I'm calm, cool, and collected, but I'm the crazy one though. These people falsely put me in fucking nut homes. Like something fucking wrong with me. And the crazy ones are being revealed. And you still someone try to find something wrong with me. What you scared of? That's what I heard. What you scared of? This type of shit right here is not right. It's not. And karma will be served for every and each soul that crossed my turf. Spiritual attack me, mental attack me, emotional attack me, try to silence me, try to make it seem as though I was in the wrong and I wasn't right. And to see that I'm in the clear, because all I keep looking at these containers right here. It's like I say, Erica, you're in the clear, but you're still using this witch to harvest my energy. You're still hiring her to come in and tap my energy to spiritual attack me. And you sit in my energy like you're not doing anything and you're being a gatekeeper to what the fuck is transpiring and what's going on. So with that being said, y'all, like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Cut your notification bells on to catch these readings. Well, I can't say readings, these channel messages, because there are a lot of truth. There are a lot of information that's being exposed. This shit is ridiculous. It really is. And they want me to be stuck on this. They want me to keep going. And I'm in control of this shit. So what I'm going to do before I leave this video, I'm going to alchemize, okay? I'm going to fucking alchemize this negativity. So close your eyes. Excuse me, y'all, but my throat feels so itchy, like they're attacking my throat chakra. I want you to see nothing before you, nothing behind you, nothing above you, nothing beneath you, nothing on the side of you. And I want you to release this energy, all of this nastiness. I need you to release that energy. All of the lower vibrational energy. I need you to release it. Even if they try to attack your sexual energy, I need you to see yourself secured. Like, so see yourself in a bright light of protection. Okay? But overall, release the energy. So see yourself, okay? And I know it's probably hard for some of you all to see yourself. So if you can see a picture that you took, or see yourself in the mirror, or just see a picture that you have in your phone of yourself. See that picture and see a big bright light right in front of you. Intangible, very intense light, very bright light, to the point where you feel like you gotta, dim your face or squint your eyes to look at that light. See that light real powerful in front of you, and now picture that light getting brighter and wider, and it's surrounding your whole aura, your whole spiritual aura. Okay? And I need you to see yourself where you at. So take that light, sit down, put that light in you. So spiritually sit. Position yourself to sit down in the energy where you at right now. That's the light, okay? Receive it, let go. Relax, I'm relaxed, okay? Now, what I want you to do is see the situation happening. Whatever this energy was pulled or being spoken to you, it's all spiritual. So I need you to access the portal, which is your energy field, which is like, how would I say this? It's gonna sound a little weird, but I need you to hear me out. So I need you to see your mental. I need you to see the work that they're doing. See this, it's a head. Oh, my throat. I need you to see this head. I don't know what this is. It's a head. And it got all kind of names on its head. And it has to do with the brain, with the mental. Okay? I need you to see them at the table working their magic. And they working with this head. I don't know what is this? What is this? That's not a mannequin. I don't know what you call that. what do you call that? Anyways, see it. And it got all kind of names on it. Okay? It got all kind of names on this mannequin, on this head. And they're doing magic. Okay, they speaking words. And I don't know if they holding their hands, putting their hand on the thing, on the head of it. I don't know. But I need you to see them doing the work, and I need you to see them drained. I need you to see that their life force energy being cut off. So if you can picture a string, a spiritual string, cut it. Now release the energy. Okay, I need you to go to the left side of you. See that person in your energy, or sense that person doing the same thing that the other person was doing. And I need you to see the string. See the string. Cut the string. And I release the energy. You're freeing them from your energy. You're freeing them from your mental state. And I need you to see there's a blockage. So see them trying again. See them working together. See them working together. And I want you to see that it's not working. I need you to see them get angry. I need you to see them get frustrated. I need you to hear them texting and calling other people and putting in emergency, 333 emergency. I need you to see them put 911 attention. I need you to put red code. I need you to see them texting these codes. That means that they need assistance. They need help. There's immediately blockage. There's a backfire transforming right now. See these people scattering. See these people getting up in a frenzy. Okay? All what I state is what I see. But yet they're still sitting there. Okay? They're still sitting at this table. And I need you to push them out of your way. They don't want to move out of your way. They can't attack you. They're blocked, but they're still trying. They're still sitting in the way. They're still revealing themselves. So see your Horus sun god. That is the Horus sun god. You choose peace. You're light, love, and kind. You bring peace upon the land and for the children. So this person is standing in your way from you being that sun god that you're supposed to be. Know that the 7 suns are here. So if you can, ask Horus, the sun god, to bring one of the 7 suns. Okay? See that one of the 7 suns coming in. And I need you to see them. See the person. They are already connected to that person. They're on fire. Okay? That person on fire. They're going to the right side of me. And she's running. And the Horus sun is standing right before her. And she's on fire. So what that mean to tell me? They've been sent back to hell. I don't know if they've been burnt out from the states, but they're being sent back to hell where they came from. Okay? And I need you to see yourself leaving. I need you to see yourself in your new beginning. I need you to see yourself leaving a residence, relocating. Okay? So I saw myself moving out. I saw me and my son moving furniture out of this unit. Okay? I see us walking towards the dumpster, putting the furniture in the dumpster. We're walking to the dumpster. And everything that was held up here, they have let me know I've been released. Okay, something's been released here. This situation will not follow me from here. it ended here. And I don't know, they're showing me a male lady. They keep showing me this male lady. They're showing me her legs. Because I saw a male lady come here and I saw her through the window. So there's somebody that's going to knock on the door for you to sign something. Okay? And they're telling me to leave things behind. But I'm not leaving anything behind. I'm throwing it in the trash. It's trash. And they're saying you could put it in your truck. She's saying you could put it in your truck. So the last couch, I put it in my truck. And we backed in here in this handicap spot. And I'm putting the couch, the long couch, in the back of the truck. Yeah. My son getting in and he driving it to the dumpster. And I'm on the passenger side and he's loading it in at the dumpster. We're getting ready to stop by the dumpster. We're putting it in park. I get out, he get out, and we just pull it on to the side of the dumpster. Okay? And we get in the car, and we driving around in the front. Okay, because we didn't go, I don't know, we just went around. Okay, and we parking back. And we're in the car, we're talking, and I said, well, baby, let's make sure we got everything out of here. And we're walking around the unit. You're making sure everything is clean. I actually cut my camera on before I stepped back in. And the first thing I opened was the patio gate. And I take a picture of the patio gate. I'm entering to the apartment. I'm walking around the apartment. I'm walking around and open up the kitchen cabinet. Saying it's clean. Open the top of the cabinets. I'm letting them know it's clean. Open the dishwasher, clean. Like I'm opening up everything that got drawers or entrance where I can open it. In the ice box and the what is that? The oven. I open up the oven doors and I look at that and I put that on camera. I come in the bedroom. I open up those slide doors, closet doors, and I open that. I record in there, and at the top, go and all around the house. In the bathroom, in the tub, in that closet in the bathroom, okay? And I'm like, okay, I got it. Everything's secured. And I walk to the office, and I send her the video. And she says, okay, you're fine. Or whatnot, or have you. And I asked her about the deposit. And she said, it'll be sent to you. And I asked her, I said, can it be sent direct deposit? And she didn't say nothing. She just said, I don't know. And I look at her, I say, well, I'll call you for an update. And I say, well, can I pick it up here? She said, maybe, I don't know. I never thought of that. So I said, okay, just let me know. And I told her, it's nice doing business with you. Thank you for having me. And I leave. And when my kids were gone, my son were gone. Okay? So if you can hold that and see this situation, you departing from this situation, you moving on with life, and you know that you're not bound and you got to see these things before they actually take place, go spiritually. Okay? You're going into time. And you're routing your situation to how you want this situation to stop, to end. Okay? You prayed about it. You asked the divine about it. And all these things. Now you got to see it your way. That's I heard the 369 method, or you can visualize this and hold your vision. Okay, so what today is August 16th. So calculate from this day until that situation ends. Keep in mind of the vision that you had. Don't let that vision leave you. Hold it. Hold every vision. Okay? Keep that in mind. Don't let that leave you at all. Okay? Even if you got to think about that every time, and I got to say it to myself, every time this person wants me to reveal something, spiritually, I have to set a boundary. So the next time that this happens, where I have to come here and speak about what this person's intentions was to get my side of the story out, or to reveal my side of the story, it's nothing to be revealed from what these people did. It's already been revealed. They're being investigated. So at the end of the day, you don't have to reveal anything anymore. You're free from the situation. Someone's wanting to hold on. Someone wants something to keep going until they get a clear answer from them, or for their self, for their sake. Okay, and we're not doing that. It's like me compromising, saying, okay, well, I'm free to tell my part about it, since you're not attacking me, or you're not sending one in my home, you're not got anyone taking my mail. I can explain my part. Now it's to keep it going. They want to keep it going. They want to keep their energy involved in your energy. They don't want to detach, because they feel like they still have sexual, by them pulling your sexual energy, they feel like they still have a strong connection to your sexual energy. That's why. That's why they want to keep doing shit to you. That's why they want to keep you from speaking up on this situation. Okay? But as long as you keep alchemizing, as long as you keep calling your power back, calling your energy back, calling these things back to you, I want you to keep doing that until these people stop. Because as long as you calling it back, all those things unknowingly, it has to return to you. And we're in a season of a breakthrough. And they know it, and they want to come in. They want to find a way to come in to get information. Enjoy the free ride. And it ain't none. It ain't none. I need you to see every time you got in that person's car, you paid the price. I need you to see every time that you got in that person's car and you blessed them, you gave them something, they gave you nothing but heartache and pain. See that shit and know that you don't owe that motherfucker nothing. They owe you. Keep that shit in mind. And know this is why I walked away. This is why I'm setting boundaries. Now you know the person not even listening to you setting boundaries. Because if you're setting boundaries in the spiritual realm and these people ignoring what you're speaking, or knowing what you're ignoring, that you're setting boundaries with them, they're violating and they know it. They're fucking violating. They're breaking laws when it comes to you. Raping you, harvesting your sexuality, abusing magic, abusing power, and using false witnesses at that. So now you know people are just about to start fucking lying on you. Like they've been doing. Now it's going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed. Okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Cut your notifications on to catch these dumbass, ignorant ass, low vibrational ass bullshit.